Welcome back, guys, to East 10, Nordics, where last episode, our Haze Island advance brought us into some kind of recreation of Karnak, as we stepped into the inn to find a puppet Grieger that transformed into spellbound delusion La Belladonna. Having defeated it to reveal that it was Rosa and learning that Philia was her sister, we retreated back to the Sandros while things were cleared up between them before Lila contacted us telling us we were nearby. However, before we could react to this, an enemy ship approached as we battled the flagship, broke its armor, and boarded it to clear out the enemies on the deck, as we now wonder what will happen next.
My, oh my! You two really are something, I must say!
Logr! So it's you!
Just like all the best sagas, you know exactly how to exceed the reader's expectations. Learning that you'd been in communication with Lady Lila was a particularly stunning twist.
Are you acquainted with her then?
Who's to say? I'm more inclined to save the answers for when they'll really spice up this story. It wouldn't be any fun to fill you in about Lady Lila, or let you meet with her so soon. But meeting your untimely demise out here in the fog would be just as dull.
Quit screwing around already!
Oh, I assure you, I'm taking this quite seriously. As proof, let me present you with some options to give your tale a little kickstart.
What?
Caught you off guard, have I? As you can see, the fog that has settled over the Marine Triangle was my doing.
Was that island you're doing too?
I wonder. The important thing is that you now have the opportunity to leave this fog. Or, if you prefer, you could always stay here, wandering about aimlessly for all eternity.
You're sure in a hurry to shoo us away. Is that how important this Lila person is to you?
Precisely! Even if it makes things difficult for me in the long run, acting so contrary to my role is such a rush. For transparency's sake, though, I'm not trying to intimidate you. My motives are entirely genuine. The path will close again before too much longer, however. So, what's it going to be?
I'm assuming we should just leave.
Much as I'd rather not run, I know our limits. Even if we stayed here, we still wouldn't have a way to deal with this fog. We're retreating for now.
I suppose we have a deal then. Go on now. I promise we won't attack you.
We'll see about that. Let's go, Shield Brother. Take us out!
But there was a chest on the island I haven't picked up yet.
Human feelings made manifest. How utterly troublesome. In truth, we aren't the terrifying ones, nor are individuals like you, Adol. Humanity is the true terror.
Oh, that ended chapter 4.
So that's what happened. It's hard to believe the entire White Shade was the work of a single Grieger.
Just what kind of monsters are they anyway?
Everything that happened on Haze Island was pretty mysterious too. I'd hate to think that Logr was behind not just the fog, but all that as well.
Oh man, what's going to happen to us?
If what Logr said is true, the fog's meant to keep us away from Leela. So your island shouldn't be in danger. I can't make any promises, though. This is the same group that attacked Karnak.
In that case, what if I stayed behind here on Anchor Island for a bit? That way I could keep an eye on the White Shade and track the Grieger's movements.
Oh, it would certainly put us more at ease to have you here. I really do appreciate you offering to do that for us, Miss Felia.
Felia, you sure about this?
Reinforcements from the Seaforce will be here to help soon, so there's really no reason to worry about me. Yours is a role only you can fill, Princess. That's what you need to focus on.
Got it. I will. Oh, Adol. The brand on your neck disappeared again.
I can't really see it myself. It's like underneath everything, right? How does this thing even work? Well, by the look of it, one of them is present. It shines. So now you've got like a detector for them.
Pretty sure it was visible when Logr showed. Maybe it only pops up if one of the tridents around.
Huh? You're not going to stay with us on the Sandras?
Afraid not. But I do want to thank you guys for looking after me while I was aboard.
Not at all. We're the ones who should be thanking you.
Why leave, though? After all it took to reunite us.
Rosa. Believe me, I really wish I could stay. But we've each got our own parts to play right now. Mom, Dad, and everyone else from Karnak. They're still out there waiting for you to save them, right?
Felia.
I'll be doing my best here, so you do the same for the princess and Adol, okay?
I understand. This time, I'll try to do my best right alongside you.
Nice to see you finally owning up to your feelings. I'm proud of you, kiddo.
It's like they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Are you two looking to go for another dip? I'm happy for you too, Felia. Leaving Rosa behind has been eating at you all this time, hasn't it?
I suppose you could say that.
Right then. Way things are, there's not much chance we'll be able to get through the fog. So we gotta plan our next course of action.
But what if we go back into the fog?
You take a blow to the head? The answer's no.
Fair.
That reminds me. Did you ever hear anything more from Leela after our conversation earlier?
So even our guide has gone silent, huh? Either way, trying to scrape up any clues in these parts would just be treading water.
What's up? Sounds like you're racking your brain about something.
So, Logr didn't seem to want anyone to meet with Leela, right? I was just wondering who she is and how she fits into all of this.
If memory serves, the Grieger are trying to find someone who makes for a suitable vessel, right? Maybe Leela has something to do with that?
Well, now that you say it, it sort of seems like that's the only real possibility.
If that's true, then it means this Leela person is crucial to the Balta Seaforce too. What we need is a way to get farther south into the Gulf. Then we could explore the Rogue Sea.
As it happens, there's a route eastward through the Cenelia Basin that should do just the trick. Right now, we're here, in the Osmid Expanse. If we head due east, we'll eventually reach the Cenelia Basin. Past that, though, we'd have to make our way through Specula Bay and the Flumen Strait. I've heard that the Flumen Strait in particular is even more difficult to navigate than the Marine Triangle.
Whoa, for real?
Will we really be able to make it?
The Balta Seaforce doesn't typically pass through there. Never had much of a reason to. It's a pretty huge detour, so it'll take way longer, and of course, it'll be more dangerous.
Wouldn't it be better to stay here and try to figure out a way to deal with the fog instead?
If we beat that Logr guy, it might clear up, sure.
But we have no way of knowing where he is now. And even if we did, it'd be hard to find him in all that fog.
Ah, damn it! What are we supposed to do then?
We're at a major crossroads here. We can't afford to wait around, but we also can't afford to make the wrong choice.
Just pick the option you want most. Let's talk it out before we decide.
Even if we do, I can't see us settling on anything.
Exactly. It's normal to run into problems that you don't have the answer to. When that happens, the important thing isn't making the right call, but making one at all. Right or wrong.
Philia.
But if you make the wrong choice, you might be stuck with it for good.
Nah. Usually, being wrong just means you learn what not to do next time. If you just sit around and never make any decisions, you'll never learn a thing, you know?
Oh.
There's not a single person out there who's always got the right answer. All we can do is make a choice and then make the best of it. That's the only way. Right, Adol?
Sure wasn't expecting you to be the voice of reason here.
Oh? So you finally realized just how great I am?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay then, I'll make a choice. We'll take the Sunrust to the Rogue Sea in the south of Obelia Gulf by way of the Strait. I'm still curious about the Marine Triangle and the White Shade. But for now, we can't do much more there. As we go, we'll continue to keep an eye on the Logr and see what we can find out about Lila. Now, our path lies east. To the Cenelia Basin! Aye aye!
Your affinity with Philia has increased. Got more conversations. Hugil has some stuff going on.
Hugil, you're back!
Hugil, sorry. I apologize. More than one letter, in fact. Letter from a blacksmith. That's what we had before, isn't it? You two put on a real impressive show protecting the village. Makes it hard not to set my expectations high. Could you drop by Mynorca again when you get the time? There's something I'd like to tell you. And some Griga intel. Seems we've got some pesky Griga hanging around Lecto Island. On top of that, the Jarl stepped out for a while. There hasn't been any damage done yet, but could we ask for your help if you've got the time, Princess? Don't know if that's 2 quests we got or not, but we got 2 dialogues to go through, plus the whole crew to talk to, and I guess people to speak to on this island too, as well as a quest here, a quest somewhere else. Yeah, it's another chapter, so of course things are just going to open up.
What's this? Missing your big sister already, Rosa?
No. Well, maybe a little. It's just... I know I was all gung-ho about joining the crew, but I'm not sure how to make myself useful to everyone. Sure, I worked at the inn, but I'm not even half the cook my dad is.
It's all right. Everyone has their anxieties. But even then, there are surely things that only you can do, Rosa. There. I'll always be here to lend you a shoulder when Philia's not around.
Hey, Mira! You don't have to get all touchy-feely with me!
What in hell are those two on about?
They're... girling, I guess.
Hey, Cruz. Did you hear about when Adol rescued Rosa?
Yeah. She started off as a puppet Grieger before transforming into something disturbing.
You didn't hear this from me, but I think her, barbaric side was what made the difference.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Gren. There's no way... well, actually, now you've got me thinking.
Gren, Cruz, just what are you two whispering about over there?
Nothing at all.
So Abby duty calls!
One thing's for sure.
Who's snapping?
Rosa
Wasn't
really
me.
is unique.
Extra dialogue going on plus our dialogue. Right, let's get back into Anchor Island first of all.
We're going ashore!
Talk to the people that are here, pick up a quest. Actually, on top of that, there are the people to speak to, plus the quest to take. But on top of that, there should be buried treasures to find. Shouldn't there?
Go!
Wait a minute.
Going somewhere?
I don't need to fight these. I fought them before. Let's go find some buried treasures.
Yeah! Going somewhere?
Every time I keep pressing that.
What's this?
Okay, there's one nearby. It's right next to the treasure chest up there. So as long as we've got it active.
Go! How's this?
It does seem to track a little.
How's that?
Eat this!
Whenever we use it, it shows up on the mini-map.
I think there's something around here.
Dodge this!
That's interesting. I don't know if I can just activate the mini-map as we get some dark drops here. But yeah, I guess now we're in an interesting phase because we can go back to all the previous islands we've been to and kind of check them out for any hidden goodies.
How's that?
These don't permanently get destroyed, sad.
Go time, Carter! How's this?
I'm away.
How's this?
I'm away. So really, we just activate this.
Go time, Karja!
And kind of wait for the mini-map, like something to show up on it.
Go time, Karja! This!
Yeah. So I say... Oh, that...
How's this?
You're dying randomly. Sorry, buddy. There's another treasure chest next to the treasure chest. Over here. I always thought that was suspicious, but it doesn't seem to be in the end. Could it be that some of these treasure chests are actually... one of them might be in the town itself?
Switch!
I do need materials and money all the time, that's fair.
Switch! Rage! Mana of fire!
I think there's something around here.
Right, punishment seal. Break plus 10 vitality minus 2. I love its name. That's hilarious. So as long as you've activated and you go on the minimap, you can see it. Okay, so we don't actually have to go searching. We can literally pinpoint this thing by activating it and then letting the minimap tell us where it is. I was wondering if that was true, considering you could see it on the minimap at all.
Mana! Found something!
So this will make finding things a lot faster.
Around here.
Found something!
We got 1,250 gold. It was hard to not say. Well, I figured out within literally the first few seconds of experimentation, to be fair. 100%. Didn't take too long, did it? Didn't take too long at all. It was all good, all found in the blink of an eye. Having that young miss from the Balta Seaforce around to guard our fishing boats is such a relief. Blood and guts types scare the hell out of me, but they could be more welcome at times like these. Also, I know this is asking a lot, but I'd be grateful if you could bring Mikkel back to us too. Maybe one day. I can think of a few things more reassuring than having one of the peerless pair in our village. Think of few things, not a few things. Thank you, Miss Philia. I'm just following the Jarl's orders, not to mention making good on our arrangement with Mynorca Village. You give the Balta Seaforce your full cooperation as one of the Balta Seaforce's resupply points, and in exchange we'll keep your people and your fishermen safe. It was you who struck that deal yourself back when the Seaforce was first founded, wasn't it? You've got guts, I'll give you that. It was nothing more than me doing my duty as chief of this village. I can usually tell which way the wind will blow, you see. I'm just pleased that circumstances have conspired to allow the two of us to become better acquainted. You really are a shrewd one. Imagine, one of the peerless pair staying in our village. I'm simply overjoyed to have Miss Philia here. My main job here is to patrol for Griga that might be lurking in that fog. At the same time, I also plan on searching for that missing fisherman, as well as keeping the others safe as they work. Anyhow, don't worry about me, you two. Give it your all out there. And tell Rosa I said hi, okay? Will do. A lot of merchant ships pass through these parts, so we get plenty of opportunities to buy all sorts of goods. There have been fewer and fewer of them, though, ever since the Griga showed up. Maybe they're being scared away. It's not a huge problem yet, but at this rate, I'm worried life here is going to get a lot harder. The Balta Seaforce aren't the only mariners who use Mynorca Village as a resupply point for their voyages. In particular, many merchant ships stop by as well. Their crews exhausted from the trip across the Tyrant. I always make sure to pray for a safe journey when they set sail again.
Here for some shopping?
Depends. I don't think you've got new stuff, surely. Oh, Relaxant is new, and Raiju Charm, I guess, is new as well. We don't have a Mayura Charm either.
Anything else?
How much of this do I have? 561? Do you know what? I'll buy one of these each.
Thanks, dearie.
So I do think I will get them
Here
anyway.
You are.
From exploring.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
We did get a lot of monster parts from my last island jaunts. And now we got a quest to pick up in the place. I'll check out what you've got for shop first of all. I thought you might have some new gear. Now the Great Axe is actually worse than my current axe. And the Buster Edge here.
Have a look at my other wares.
Now we also, of course, picked up some new weapons on this down there with some status effects to them. Critical rate up after all. So it's a base 195162. And the base for a Buster Edge is 213193. So to be honest, it probably just does go clearly higher.
Say hello to your new partner.
But that's as long as we can enhance them.
Have a look.
If we can't enhance it, then technically your armor's better. I mean, not your armor, but your weapon's better at this point in time. So we shouldn't upgrade to that yet. We can go to plated mail though now, which seems to be a significant defensive increase, especially because it'll be rejigged from there. Will I regret using this many barter items? I don't know. I probably should just buy that anyway to have it. And then I've never enhanced any accessories. We've just got stuff like Inferno Bracelet. But I still don't have like Everlasting Soul Timber, lots of various materials for that. And we can enhance the plate armor. Uses beast parts too.
Be sure you break it in properly.
But only to that kind of standard.
Have a look at my other wares. See you again. Assuming we're all still kicking.
This might be a bit too much for me to handle on my own. But it's got to be taken care of quickly, at least for the villagers' sakes. Oh, it's you. I take it you read my message. We did. You're evolved, aye? You're the village blacksmith by the sound of things. Yeah, that's right. But don't worry, I didn't call you over to help sharpen axes or pound metal. The real reason is that there have been a number of booby traps set up throughout the Osmir's expanse. They look like normal barrels, but they're packed to the brim with gunpowder. The Griga must spread them around recently. Damn pests. Rigged barrels, huh? What are they trying to accomplish with that, though? Just causing havoc? Your guess is as good as mine. Either way, I don't want anyone in the village to run afoul of them. I plan on taking care of this myself once I've got the time, but maybe you could clean up the waters for us if it's no trouble. Sure, for a pirate's necklace. Yeah, this ain't the kind of thing the Balta Seaforce can afford to ignore either. Appreciate the help then. I spotted 3 of these traps out there, but there could easily be more. If you spot one, blow it to smithereens.
All right, let's do this.
Barrels of Unfun. Alright, we'll talk to our crew after maybe completing this quest. No, I've struck fire. They're all around, blooming hell.
Fire the cannons! Fire!
See you later, Osmid. Avast ye swabs and ahead to new seas!
We're not going anywhere yet.
What are you being all take charge about, Gren? Though, it does always make me feel better. I have to do my best too. Enough for me and Philia both.
Maybe Philia can start moving forward now herself.
We're simply put, not going anywhere yet.
Now!
Let's sort these barrels of unfun that are pretty much just located over here, but there's a quest over that way.
What a pleasant breeze.
Tokyo Drift. I don't know why Tokyo has to be above drift every time in the sentence. You should say Sandra's Drift. I wish that it looped over in that exact file. I think I'll fire now. Clean. And that should be that.
That cloud is a funny shape.
Thanks for the elucidating talk there, Gren.
All right, let's disembark.
Quest complete. Really easily, in fact. Well, how goes the cleanup we discussed? They literally put loads of bombs around your outpost. It's really bad. Adol explained that they sunk explosive barrels in 6 different locations. 6 whole barrels, huh? You've really been hard at work out there. There shouldn't be any more than that, I'm betting. Thanks for the help. Here's your reward. Hope it comes in handy. A pirate's necklace. Normal attacks recover 1% HP. Defense minus 100. And here's a little extra to boot. An axe star. Break plus 5, critical rate plus 1%. And a vitality elixir. Who did I give the last one to? I don't even know anymore. I should have been keeping better track. Are you sure? This all must be worth a hefty amount of coin. Don't think twice about it. I've got high hopes for you two after all. High hopes, sir? Fess up, you're not just any old blacksmith, are you? Not only could you accurately identify dangerous traps in the ocean by sight alone, you're also familiar with naval warfare, unlike the other villagers. Well, nothing gets past you, does it? You're right, I'm a Norman from Balta Island at that. Huh, Balta Island? You're gonna pull our legs, at least make it sound believable. Wait, it couldn't be... Could it? You remember something? Maybe. This is reminding me of something. I think I heard a little about her in passing. You remember Lågr, the blacksmith on Balta Island? Well, his older sister is also a blacksmith and kind of a prodigy at that. But she was always on the eccentric side. They say she set out a decade ago on a journey to master her craft. Ah, that's about the size of it. Glad to hear they haven't forgotten about me. You know, I even looked after you when you were an infant, princess. Really? Doesn't ring a bell at all. But anyway, if you're here, does that mean you finished your journey? Where to begin? When I left Obelia Gulf, I crossed into other countries, searching around while honing my abilities. My goal? Figuring out how to forge the ideal ultimate weapon. But somewhere along the line, I realized my trip ran its course. Now I'm the one in need of hammering and sharpening. Which is why I'd say I'm still only halfway there. So when you say ultimate weapon, what do you mean exactly? That's a topic I'd love to discuss with you someday. The simplest way I know how to put it is that it'll be a weapon capable of overcoming my regrets. To be honest, part of this has been about owning up to my mistakes, even if I've been dragging it out for 14 years now. 14 years seems a little harsh. Don't forget grueling, but I'm dead set on this, so it is what it is. I suppose I should mention that the villagers here don't think of me as a Norman. Not that I've done much to hide it. I wouldn't be surprised if the chief already knew. I see. Makes sense after everything you've told us. Well, with all that said, Kaja, daughter of Grimson, and Adol, the red-haired outsider. No doubt you'll have plenty of rigors ahead as mana users, but your path through life is one you have to carve yourself. So get out there, young warriors. I'm expecting great things out of you two.
And that takes care of that.
Our Barrels of Unfun is complete. Contribution value is increased by 200. Why, thank you, thank you. I don't know whether I should buy that weapon or not. Probably not. Until I get a large amount of materials. So the issue for me at this point in time is the fact that we have now, of course, gained the ability to 100% places that we couldn't before. So I'm very tempted to start running through everywhere to get the treasures and get the 100% completion.
Let's go.
Now, some places are going to be a lot easier to do it than others, like this island.
Should be a good spot to rest.
Should be really easy to find the stuff. One there, one there. They're right next to each other, essentially. So some of it should be in and out in the blink of an eye. So it's not going to be too bad, but we'll try to mix it in with doing some other things here, there, and everywhere. Probably the best idea.
Form up! How's this? How's this?
Don't mind me just obliterating some fools. Totally honest, it's their problem though. They're in my path after all.
Monosense might come in handy here. Didn't expect this here.
10 yellow drops. What's the cap on those? Because I think we were like nearing 99 on one, and that's usually one level of cap.
Here goes.
If I need to sell them, I should probably keep track of that. It's also a travel method. When you really think about it.
Didn't expect this here.
Right, strength elixir. So in terms of that now, we have... I think I gave the strength elixir to Adol, but I probably didn't.
Started.
I'm going to give you the vitality one in exchange. I have no clue how we're distributing these stats, but it works, and that's 100% for this island. So what other islands do we have to check out? I guess this one over here. Let's quickly rush through the Great Tidal Reef.
Let's go. Let's catch our breath.
Pretty much everything else we have apart from that. Where? One over there, one over there. No fast travel. And there's a third one, right? I was imagining that, wasn't I? Yeah. So just heading straight to the location is definitely the way to play it. Which is this way?
Something's there.
I think we can see something at a distance. No. Just obliterate him. He doesn't need life.
Form up! Dodge this! How's this?
Obliterate them all. With the good guys honest.
Form up! How's this?
I missed. I got hit.
Monosense might come in handy here.
Monosense ran out just in time.
Found something.
Right, free fishing bait S's, so I shouldn't have any issue with that anymore. Kaj, you got both power elixirs? Ah, that's fine. Kaj is best. I mean, we believe in equally distributing things.
I think there's something around here.
Damn it! Run out! It shouldn't run out while you're pressing it.
Didn't expect this here.
A chalice star for luck +5. Right, that should be all of the islands here, all now fully checked out. Oh no, maybe not this one. Krangle Island. Now that's all done. That was 100% as well. Our next destination over there. There's some places we can't get to, including that ship's being marked there. We have some quests back at Lecto Island and other places like that, so we're going to have to go back through areas we've been through. One of the bigger ones of that is going to be Terminal Island. Dieback Island's probably going to be pretty short. Yeah,
okay,
let's do the backtrack.
Let's catch our breath.
Backtrack is go.